Alright, hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet again another Pokemon Ruby live shiny only challenge where I use RNG manipulation to get all the shinies. Otherwise if you would do this full odds, this would take a very long time. But for me it's a way to play an old game in a new fashion. So the rule is that I'm only allowed to use shiny Pokemon, and of course I use I obey this rule, I abide by this rule, this is what this is, and yeah. Why not also use RNG manipulation? That way people who might also want to do the same thing in the future get inspired, and then they'll do the same thing. Hey there, Ahmed. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Good luck. Thank you, darling. Talking about luck, I might mention this before I hunt where I started, or stopped, not started, excuse me. Where I stopped yesterday, that was right here on this spot, Route 112. I beat the third... No, not the third, excuse me, I beat the fourth gym leader, the fire type one. That took 2 tries. Luckily I'm not doing a Nuzlocke. But anyways, I really had some bad luck sometimes, some good luck, so I still, even if I do RNG manipulation, it doesn't mean I get oddly lucky strokes. Unfortunately that's not the case. I cannot RNG manipulate every single RNG type, at least. Not yet. That's not yet feasible. Or if it is, it's beyond my knowledge. But not only did I have bad luck yesterday, in a way, at some moments at least, when I battled the 4th gym leader, I also had a shiny that I RNG'd, was a Baltoy on Route 111. And it used not explosion but self-destruct, you know, the weaker version of explosion, but still that means the shiny is gone. Luckily this isn't a full art shiny, this is all RNG manipulated, so there are no real arts to speak of. This is basically, it relies how good I am with the timing. This is why the Eontimer, this program with the Glaceon, I use this to keep track of the time, because the shinies always appear at very specific frames. And this is what Pokéfinder is for. Hey there, Kaiser Karmazin, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Shout out to one of my Patreons, Kaiser Karmazin, and this is a normal Numal. But still, yeah, because it is a RNG manipulation hunt, of course that means I got the shiny to appear again, the shiny Baltoy. So it wasn't that much of a problem, that's why I kind of laugh about it, but yeah, I have, if you fail full art shinies, that hurts much more than, I don't like failing a RNG manipulated shiny, but it's not as stingy or as a oh crap moment when you know, the time I still remember where I failed a Corvi Knight. Jeez, I was so salty. Sorry for missing yesterday's stream. I had D&D during the stream. Hey, no problem. I know how hard it is to find a viable time slot or just a date to have a Dungeons and Dragons session with other adult friends. It's like, this one can't do it at this time, but that's where you are free, or this date works for one half of the group but it doesn't for the others, or something just comes in between. It's always like that. Definitely know how hard it is to finally fix a date for D&D sessions. And I mean, you got your own lives going on as well. Completely understandable. If you ever watch other streamers who basically verbally abuse you or just give you very bad phrases if you don't appear for a while. Like, how dare you? That's the time when you know, okay, time for a new streamer. Or time to change a channel, which is... You're on YouTube after all, that's pretty easy. I really wish to say I'm good, but I had a stupid argument with my enemy. I mean sister. Oh, I see, yeah, the sister that you're not really in a good contact with. Sometimes, unfortunately, that is a thing that is real. Anyway, the good news, my other favorite sister came and she calmed me down. Ah, at least you have a very good sister then. Alright, that's good to hear. Well, yeah, I know how it is with some people. You just... I advise you to not argue too much, because with some it's more productive to argue with a wall, a brick wall, than it is with to argue with that person. And at least a brick wall can't throw insults at you, it can't gaslight you, it can't triangulate you with someone else. So yeah, if a person, a discussion partner, or someone you communicate with is worse than arguing with a wall, if it's worse than a wall, then that's when you know. Just abort it. Yesterday was so angry I wanted to choke my pregnant sister for her... Wait, she's pregnant as well? Jeez. But yeah, don't choke someone pregnant, even if you don't like them. That's... I mean, being pregnant women are in a very vulnerable position. Oh jeez. Mouth.exe has stopped working. Please wait for the reboot. But yeah, you flipped her off and called her a bee. Well, that's better than never ever choke anyone. Unless it's a life or death situation. I think that's very easy to... And here we go again with the morbid topics. 7 minutes in. And that was quick. So now Kaiser Karmazin, it's time for politics again. We have to abide by the weird rules that just somehow persist during my streams. But Ahmed, I'm glad that you didn't do anything bad. As much as you don't like her, I mean, I don't know her personally, of course, so I can't really judge that. Not that it's even any of my business, of course. But yeah, flipping them off, giving them the bird, that's better. Being nice... God, being nice to me for missing the stream, this is why we have to overthrow you. Yeah, I know, right? What kind of empire is this, right? And you put up with that? And you paid for that, Kaiser Karmazin. You paid for this. How do you feel now? What's that? Do I feel some kind of rebellion? Go ahead, yeah. That guy somehow returned. Hopefully not. Oh, wait. Or someone who comes close to that guy. Austrian psychopath. Still so many people thinking he's German, even though he's not. Not that that really matters in the grand scheme of things, of course. Once I overthrow you, I'll have my money back, yeah. That's how I get him, you know? That's my strategy. You just unmasked my plans. How dare you? Really bad. Already not a big viewer base, and I've already been unmasked. Yeah, I'm not good at this, am I? My brain just lapsed there. But as I always say, when you are a polyglot, you get to be stupid in multiple languages. Or you just have a polyglottic brain fart where you just say something in like words, 3 different words from the 3 different languages, and you didn't mean to do that. Has happened to me on stream before. Very unique mess up, I guess. And still no shiny Numel. How many shiny Numels do I have already? A lot. It's at the point where I just cannot just count them. I need to have a Excel table ready, because this is getting out of hand. It's over 100 now, and I never thought I'd have so many shinies that I needed to basically manage them. Like you would manage, I don't know, finances or housework or other plans, planning a vacation, you know, doing adult stuff. Adulting, I know some people out there don't like that word. But yeah, here we are, is actually a thing. To be fair, I already did that with another video game, but that was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I have so many Chow on so many different memory cards that I had to create a Excel sheet in order to keep track of them all. Yeah, that's when the autism kicks really hard, you know? I mean, I guess it depends on how differently you view Austrian and German cultures. I do see them differently. They are. I've been in both countries, talked to both, and it's actually pretty... I mean, an Austrian guy would get really angry if you'd call him German, and also a German person would probably be really angry if you said they were Austrian. Which I kind of understand. I'm also angry when people think I'm from Belgium, or... Because in Belgium there's a province called Luxembourg, but that's not the country Luxembourg. And yeah, it's just like getting misgendered. It's still not pleasant, I don't know. I definitely understand getting somewhat upset, but of course not. I don't mean exploding in anger, of course. Personally say it was a demon, but that's just me. Yeah, that's right. It was a demon, that's what's important. The nationality doesn't matter. It's not what you are, it's what you do, and what he did, that is what paints the clear picture. Also been studying stupid subject about psychic and auras. I feel dumb to try to study them, since I don't believe in magic. Oh, there we go! Shiny Numel. Nice. Gotten it. Alright. Not to misclick and select Body Slam. That would be not so nice. That would be a very stupid fail. Not that any stupid fails haven't happened on the channel yet. You sure as hell know it happened, and it's gonna happen again. Doesn't matter how meticulously you plan the Pokemon games. If you've played them for long enough, which I have. I've been playing these games since I've been a 4-year-old toddler. And yeah, they're gonna show you that they're still the master and it's not you. Even if you RNG manipulate, it will come to you. It will bite you in the butt. Murphy's Law still applies. What Pokeball could I use? I could use a Great Ball again. After all, it does fit with the... Do I even have one? Oh, there. Jeez, why did I overlook that one? Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go, nice. Right, so that is done. Let's go for the Machop. Oh, and it's the first of the species that I get. Looks nice. And the evolution is even better in terms of shiny, in my opinion. But both are great. But anyways, I wanted to answer Amit. I mean, you don't need to feel stupid. I mean, I am an atheist, and yet I have studied religion extensively. I've read so many Christian books, philosophy books. I've read what pastors and other church leaders have read. I've read the Bible. I've read even 2 different versions of the Bible. One was the King James Bible, to be specific. So let me blabble on about religion while I go for the Machop. I've read the Quran, I've read the Torah, the Jewish book, and also some others like Baha'i faith book. And I'm still an atheist. It's just I'm interested sometimes to see what opposing ideologies, or maybe ideologies that are not directly opposed, but I just don't believe in them, or I don't align with them, I don't agree with them. And it's just, sometimes it's a good way, sometimes you just have to get out of your echo chamber, even if the echo chamber is true. Just get out of it and just look at things that you usually don't look at, or that you don't agree with, or that you don't believe in. So don't feel stupid. I think that's a good thing, actually. That's a green flag, Ahmed. Be proud of yourself. That means you're not too rigid. You actually just want to observe things, and that's okay. Ich heiße John Politik. And the John thing is also seems to be a thing in my streams now. My opinion, there's nothing stupid about religious theory and such. That's stupid is when people abuse that theory to control others. Exactly, that's what it is. That's what the bad thing is. You can use religion to manipulate people, to gaslight them, as a means of control, as a means of division. It's a very valuable tool in that regard, but of course that's what I am against. I personally don't like or subscribe to the idea of dogmas, just believing in something just for believing in it, without looking at evidence. But then again, I don't, I'm not the kind of person who just goes to church and then tells them how they're wrong and this is like it is, and no one likes that. But I'm gonna get very cranky if you use it to abuse people, because that should not be tolerated. Do you have a violet aura color? Based on what is it though? Is it like a chakra thing? I know there's in some infrared cabins, if you've ever used something like that, it's where you basically you sit and you lean your back into a plastic holder, and behind the holder there's infrared lights that heat up, and they light up once they sense that there's a back there, basically. You sometimes find that in wellness, in saunas, something like that. And they have something like aura colors, which I don't believe in, but is it that? I know that chakra also has something like that, and then there's other things. There's just so many aura related themes, or not themes, but teachings. I always get them mixed up, or at least I have to ask for the person to be specific, because I forget which is which. My opinion, there's nothing. Oh yeah, I already read that. And also wanted to add to that comment that yes, there's some philosophically interesting things in the Bible and in the Quran. Also tell me I have psychic powers. Oh, so you're psychic type now? Not dark anymore? The vampire to psychic pipeline. That was fast. That was really fast. I'm weak to dark. Ghost bung bug. How am I weak to dark even though I'm darkness by itself? Well, there's... Okay, Eontimer, are you okay? Apparently not. So let's open it up again. And this is not shiny. The shiny is green. And the gender isn't 50-50. I think it's either 87.5% male or the other one, but I don't really care for the gender in this case. And I'm not calibrating, so I don't need to read the value and check. Okay, no. I think people are entitled to their own beliefs, yes. I agree. No matter if those beliefs are necessarily backed up or not, yep, I agree with that as well. Also believe, however, that if you can't back a belief up, you shouldn't try to force it upon others. Oh, exactly, that's also just like I think about it. Hey there, Smokey Mario, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Doing good, not burning in the heat. Was another hot day today, but 28 degrees Celsius, at least for me, that's completely tolerable. I mean, to me at least, I know this. I got lucky in that regard. I don't sweat a lot, and I'm okay with warmer climates. Still need to drink though. Needed that. It's really the shortest hunt, or at least the shortest frame. The shortest reset, and yet this one... I tend to miss this one up more than the square advance one. No idea why. You'd think that because it's earlier and quicker that it's easier, but... Let me know if the beeping or the popping gets too annoying. Then I'll mute it then. But I do need the sound cue. It does help me. And I mean, watching other streamers like I'm a Blissey when he streams, I also hear the beeping. And usually when I watch his streams, I don't play Pokemon or don't do RNG manipulation at the same time, because that just messes me up. Imagine if you're a singer and you hear two different metronomes. It's essentially what Eontimer is. It's some kind of metronome, you know, where you can time the correct time input that you need to do. One of these tries should be good though. Only 2 on this route, so was hoping this should be quick. Or maybe I'm already too impatient. I think I'm just too impatient. It is, after all, much quicker than the full answer one that would take an eternity. And we also need more different Pokemon species. I want to finally be able to use Pokemon Box with this, because then I don't need to painstakingly trade each and every Pokemon over, and oh, that just takes such a long time. That was always a problem with the Pokemon series, just in general, you know, organizing your Pokemon. They never really, except for Pokemon Box and Home. But still, there were always some stupid limits or rules that you needed to abide, and then that meant you needed at least 2 consoles of some kind, and you need a very specific cable. To be fair, I'm lucky I have all of those things, but still, most don't, and find it very unfortunate how inaccessible it has become. I can understand why people like religion. It's comforting. Yes, it can give comfort and hope, yeah. This is embarrassing, but I used to like to pray to Sylveon. No, that's cute. I've done weirder things as a kid. Like, I imagined that Kirby would come down to Earth with his warp star. And I just pretended that a specific star that I was looking at, it was Vega. Vega. And I was just suddenly, my kid brain was like, okay, let's just pretend that that's Kirby coming to Earth. I think that's a pretty normal kid thing to do. People just don't talk about it because they think it's embarrassing, but it's cute. Come on, kids are... They commonly mix fantasy with their reality. That's just what they do. That also makes them creative in a way. I should believe that would do anything, obviously not, but it made me feel better. Yeah, that's why you did it. Of course, deep down you know it's not gonna do anything, but it's more the act, the ritual itself calming you down. Prayer makes people feel better because it's a form of medication, yeah. I do meditation, sorry. Well, I've done medication as well in that regard, but I do meditate regularly. It's actually a very good way to calm down, and that's actually not pseudoscience or anything. If you look at what achievements Buddhist monks have achieved, it just shows the limits that are in the human body. It's amazing. Whether or not you believe in the higher power behind it's entirely up to you then. Yeah, I just say there doesn't seem to be one. But I always say if God is indeed real, and if God is omniscient and omnibenevolent, then I have nothing to fear. I won't go to hell because why? I haven't done anything to deserve that. And that's another philosophical point, of course. Who deserves hell? Does someone with a finite crime or finite sin deserve eternal, so infinite punishment? That's another discussion where you could basically do a PhD about. I'm pretty sure people have done that. So your PhD would get dismissed, I think. If you don't know, PhDs need to be something, or at least need to be in a new direction. A thesis needs to get answers to a question that hasn't really been answered before. When I was a kid, now it was like a year ago, so what? Adult people still do something like that. I mean, they're still... I mean, I don't know there's no problem if you do it as a kid or as an adult. But usually kids do something like that. I can't really do something like that because if I'm not convinced from deep down, unfortunately it doesn't help me at all. I wish I could do something like that, but it just doesn't work. Holy yes, guys, Vega has entered the solar system. What the hell is going on? Oh no, I told him not to come. Oh crap. I've doomed us all. If you want to see Vega for yourself, which you might want to do now, since apparently it's on a crash course, it's the brightest star in the constellation of Lyra. It's an easy star to locate and view if you're on the northern hemisphere. And it's pretty bright, so under good conditions like cloudless sky, a good summer night or a cloudless winter night works as well. You should be able to see it. Of course, the polar star is one of the, if not the easiest one to spot. But that, I mean, it was literally used, or it is still used as a navigation point for thousands of years. So they already understood the mathematic relationships between, okay, that angle, I define that, and from that position relative to this line, I can know where to go. It's just amazing. I could go on and on about stuff like that. My personality is psychic dog vampire who hates himself and he tries to be nice. I guess so. Beware of ghosts though, right? In your case, would be a 4 times weakness. But I hope that the hating yourself thing will stop one day. It's always the wrong people who hate themselves. I don't know why, but... Well, no, I know why, but it's just something that you never truly understand. It's because there's nothing to understand. Okay, hear me out. I don't believe in God, but I pray to Sylveon. Maybe on the very small chance higher power does exist. Maybe whatever higher power that exists will pick up the message anyways. True, potentially, yeah. Are you hoping to see Sylveon at the end of the tunnel? But I do know how it is to be obsessed with something fictional. The amount of Chow Garden dreams that I have is just unreal, like almost every other night, and I'm not kidding. I haven't touched the game in a while. Even though it is one of my favorite. I did want to stream that as well. Well, yeah, I have every other night I have a dream about that. Being physically there. My brain has created entirely new games, new... I don't know, new Chow Gardens. It's crazy. Also new XD that I always play in my dreams, but it's not real. Or entire, like a supermarket or maybe a hypermarket, a strip mall thing. A huge mall where that's also connected for some reason to an airport that doesn't exist. The entire mall, all the layout, it's always the same in every single dream, so my brain just came up with that. It's not based on anything real, at least it's not a real one I know. It's just a tapestry of sewn together places my brain remembers, just mixing it up together, remix I guess. And it's weird that my brain just mapped that out and it's floating as a level type in my neurons somewhere. First I thought, wow, isn't this madness? But then, well, just embrace it, doesn't hurt you, and there's much worse to be obsessed about. I'm religious, but my beliefs are so complicated. I don't want to even try to explain them. That's okay. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm pretty, let's say I am a moral... I'm not a moral absolutist. I am a moral, the opposite, basically. I don't think that things can be universally good or bad. It's always dependent on context. And I also believe that, or I'm rather convinced, the older that I get, that there's no inherent meaning to life or existence or the universe. And I don't think it's been designed by any higher power either. I think this universe might as well be an accident. of some kind. Or just part of one bigger structure of universes. But I don't think there... So I'm kind of a nihilist, but I'm not that kind of, oh, everything is bad, woe is me. That is stupid. I'm a positive nihilist. That means that, of course, there might not be reason in life, and maybe it's not worth anything, but you can still fill your life with values that you believe in. Still valid. And yeah, and also believe that once you pass on, once you pass away, then that's it. I don't believe in an afterlife. Then it's eternal oblivion, or maybe until your consciousness arises again because of mathematical reasons, who knows, but I don't believe in a god who punishes or rewards you. The great Chow garden in the sky as spoken of in the Bible. I'm pretty sure that was the Garden of Eden, but yeah, why not? My Bible, if I ever bring out a Bible, you know, at first it's gonna be pink, okay? It's gonna be hot pink and glittery, because... And second, it's gonna say, instead of Garden of Eden, it's gonna say Chow Garden. Yes, I'm gonna do that. That's my Bible. Don't actually believe in Sylveon? Yeah, I see that. You just like the idea of it, right? Sylveon's something I can take comfort in, yeah. I mean, people take comfort in ideas all the time. I don't see how this is worth mocking or anything. I can reason to myself by saying maybe if something actually does exist that not Sylveon will pick up. I mean, yeah, you can wish for that. If it gives you energy, why not? Did anyone watch the show where the audience was people on stage? No. Are there multiple shows who do that? It must be pretty horrible. I mean, even if you are very self-confident, being roasted on stage, poof, must be pretty bad. Sounds like hell for an introvert. I'm the opposite. The older I've gotten, the more I feel there's a great idea to everything. Yeah, you are free to have that opinion. Hot pink and glittery, guys. I think Jesus is girl boss now. Oh no! Imagine the prophet of your universe, the bringer of good in the universe, and it's a girl boss and sells you an MLM. That's salvation. I really hate how these kind of toxic women have appropriated the very girly, glittery pink, and I'm gonna reappropriate it. But if you know me, you're gonna know it's gonna be hot pink in one way or another. Okay, and now I could have gotten the Machop for now. But I know it's also in that fiery path, so let's check that out. There's several more there that I could... Oh, that would be a square Machop. Interesting. I'd actually go for that one as well. Or instead of the one on Route 112 right now. Alright. Moving something out of the way, because I'm full... way too chaotic here. You know how it is, right? Right. Let's save here. I'm gonna pray to a guy who made fried chickens. May his soul live in heaven of fried chickens. Well, that would be a nice Imagine the perfect fried chicken in heaven. How would that be like? Unfortunately, I cannot get a shiny coffin on this, at least. Now can you do this? Oh wait, true. You don't learn strength, do you? I did that yesterday, and it didn't work. Let's see if the, Knuckleon, as it's known, if that one learns it. It does? Okay. There you go. A shiny, so I'm allowed to use it. Honestly, weird peeve of mine is whenever people try to give God a gender or sex. Yeah, that also just confused me, because why would something like that even have a gender, right? At least it wouldn't even need one. Gender or sex evolved for a very specific reason. Alright, I'm gonna catch this one. Unfortunately, I cannot get a shiny Torkoal on this save file, at least not early enough. But still, I'm gonna try and catch it. Of course, I'm not gonna use it, but I'm gonna catch it. Well, let's send you out. I don't want to use my ninjas for now. If God really does exist, would it not make sense for them to be beyond the concept of sex? Yes, not only beyond that, but beyond many things, I would say. It would literally be incomprehensible. Something that we cannot completely captivate in our minds. I don't even know how to say it. You just can't conceptualize it because it doesn't fit in your head. Would just be beyond anything that you've ever seen, beyond the universe, even if it can create a universe like that, you know? Alright, I don't have any normal Pokeballs? Oh, I do. Never mind, because I don't want to waste any of the good balls on a non-shiny. Understand why Jesus or other messianic figures would have had a sex as they are born in human bodies? Yes. That's a different story, of course. But it's just as odd to me to try and give a sex to an all-powerful creator beyond the universe. Yes, that never made sense to me either. Alright. Maybe I should definitely use the... Do I even have repel here? I don't think so. Alright, let's use the occasion to train. Alright. Still wouldn't risk that on a shiny, because if you get a crit then it's over. Jerry Springer show is funny. Show, trust me, you're gonna laugh. And I found TM6, which is Toxic. The Britney Spears song, you know. A shame that they changed the toxic mechanics in the newer games. Where not every Pokemon is basically able to use toxic. Because that definitely made some Pokemon viable, actually, or gave them very interesting strategies. I could have fought it, but I know there's an item down here, and this is what I want. And you, I already have you. Might as well use the occasion to open the window. It is getting hot in here. Some good wind. Always like that when it's warm. Whenever I write truly powerful beings in my universe, I always try to be weird with their pronouns for this specific reason. Ah, yeah, you get creative with them. I like that as well. Alright, fire stone. Okay, well, let's hunt here. It's actually kind of cute here. Little room in the cave. Alrighty, so Machop, Numel I already got. Coughing I cannot get, and also the delay is wrong. It's 268 now since we're in a cave. So no coughing. Numel, well, I already have that one. Torkoal, as I clearly show you here, unfortunately not done. Slugma, no Slugma either. Well, let's start with Grimer and then try Machop. Wait, let's save again, just in case. Already 66, very good. Hey there, Arch, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Of course, I wake up to the talk of gods. Yeah, we had some deistic philosophical theory now. Omnipotence, the gender or sex of gods. Already starting out very good. The other one only goes by its name, another has they, them, another goes by whatever sex the worshipper is. Ah, interesting, yeah. And others go by all pronouns. Just to show they are beyond the normal scope of sex and gender. Yeah, that's a good, one of the many ways a writer can infer this information to the reader. Actually open to many ideas of what could be out there, especially recently for higher power. I can't say believe in anything specific. Yeah, that's fair too. Definitely not any sort of organized religion. Yeah, I do have my problems with the abuse going on in organized religion. That's really what I don't like. But other than that, you can believe in whatever you want, as long as you don't hurt anyone. Or you just inflict pain, or just in general stop someone being happy. It's nice and cool where I am at 23 degrees Celsius. Oh, that's like room temperature. Hey there, Kinux12. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Is it as hot as it is here where you live? It's 27 degrees now. Well, that's actually a bit better. Yeah, it's more tolerable, but I don't have a problem with high 20s in terms of heat. Plus low humidity, so it feels cooler. Yeah, that helps. Been a while, huh? Yeah. But regardless, everyone is welcome. Kept you waiting, huh? Yeah. That quote, and among others in Brawl, just you can re-quote them every single time, and they're basically hardwired into your brain, aren't they? It's been ages, Kinox12. I thought you died or something. Been busy with a lot of us. Yeah, definitely understandable. Yeah, that's on the days where I usually stream. If I don't, well then that's because real life always has to get in the way. Still kicking, that's good. Didn't I make you a mod though? I do think I did. But you're not showing up as one. But regardless, I hope it's all well. And not too warm. And the cave theme is the same as the forest theme. Nani? Omni casually having like 15 mods. Yes, very casually. Me a mod, it'd be my pleasure. Well, I thought that I made you a mod. Usually, that's why I have casually 15 mods, like Arch says. Usually make people who always return into mods. Some have written or texted me and said, hey, don't want to be one. Can you undo that? Which, okay, sure. But now you should be. Oh, you've been busy on the novel as well. I still haven't started with my, you know, the, basically pantheon or just the world, the lore of that manga I want to publish. Or comic. Yeah, Smokey Mario, you've been here for a long time as well. So, there you go. Now I have 17 casual mods. Or casually have 17 mods now. Smokey has been given mod. The blue wrenches, my empire is growing. And they think they can overthrow me, but it's all the blue wrench, that's what they want. Want to do some weird linguistic s with my writing, like hermaphroditic pronouns. I've read works that did such things. For example, Orion's Arm, where Vex and robots and AIs, they have different pronouns, and they're not really gender specific, but they're more like what kind of robot, what kind of artificial being is it. That was interesting. They had a lot of neo-pronouns there. Not ones that are gender neutral but imply both genders at once, if such an idea even exists. I mean, I would use they, them for that, because that's the unclear one, but I think there's some pronouns out there where you can even make them up in that case, because it's a fictional one. You can do whatever you want, right? That's the nice thing about creating a world. You are the god holding the pen, and your word shall be reality. At least in the story. And if you mess up, you mess up. And you're welcome, Kinux. No way, I have power now. Yes. Raise your blue wrench to the sky, raise it. Finish with the prologue story concept now. Getting into the main story, nice. I basically have to, I don't know. I don't even know where to start, that's my problem. If you have any tips for how to start in the first place, I basically have the lore and anything around it, the tidbits, the character descriptions, the places, the events. I have that all in my head. But it's not really coherently written down, and that's kind of a problem. I definitely need to do that before I start writing the comic or the manga. I just don't know where to start, that's a problem. I just have so much stuff to write down. Feels like today's the day to give my own OCs some love and lore. I'm going to write 14 pages of them. Yes, I got so many viewers who are very creative, and which I really like. I'm happy. I thought that I was actually worried when I started streaming that I would get, let's say, boring viewers who don't really contribute to anything in the discussion, or they are toxic, or they just shoot others down. No, it's here everyone shares and we discuss it like normal human beings. And I like that. I'm actually happy about that. And hopefully that creative energy will flow over to you, that you say, yes, I'm gonna do my stuff as well. Man, hair's getting longer and blonder. Sounds like my hair as well. Well, I guess not blonde, it always stays the same color, but I really need to go to the hairdresser. I'm starting to have a fringe like Cynthia from Pokémon, where one eye is always obscured, and that's very annoying. You don't want to live like that. It may look cool, but it's not a nice thing to have, definitely not. Pronouns, what is this woke nonsense? Make it linear, okay. I have to see how I can make it linear. They, them is gender neutral. Feel like it needs to be both at once. Sorry if that idea is confusing. No, I understand what you mean. You want something that more implies that both are present and they, them is just too neutral for that purpose. I think there are some that you might find, or you just, like I said before, you make it yourself. Completely fine. I mean, R.R. Tolkien, he basically invented a whole new language with grammar and all for his fictional universe, Elvish. The limits are your imagination. Either you use something that's already been written down or you invent your own. Make a timeline, that's how I'm doing it. Yeah, timelines definitely is something that I already will use, because otherwise I'd write more plot holes than actual plot. If it's not consistent, well, that would be very bad, very amateurish. If having a blue wrench means I can't overthrow, then remove my wrench. Now you could still do it, but with the wrench though. My cousin lost a bet. He said if Spain wins the Euro, he will support Barcelona for a year in his Super Real Madrid. Oh, so he supports Real Madrid, and now it's Barcelona. I know that they are not exactly friends of each other, so that should be pretty funny. Poor guy, bet on the wrong thing. Oh well, stick to your words. Poor guy. I have quite a few OCs. Nice. From universes that are already established or your own universe? Because for some reason it confuses me when people say OC and they mean like a character from a canon that the person wrote themselves. I know OC just stands for original character. But I always, when I read the word OC or the abbreviation OC, I always think of, you know, a universe that already exists, a fictional universe, and someone inventing a new character for that universe. I hope I'm making myself clear. Not sure where to start it. You mean where in the universe, or do you mean you aren't sure how to start the story itself? No, I just, I don't know where to start, how to start writing it down. I definitely need to write down a wiki of some sort before I could even begin. There's like so many things that happen. And I know there's the sayings or the types of world buildings. There's upside down inside out world building, and then the other one, what was it again? There were different approaches to world building. I've forgotten the exact nomenclatures. Top down and bottom up, something like that. I think it's that. And I'm neither. I'm kind of a weird mixture. Got robbed in the Copa America, man. Argent FIFA won. I have like 17 OCs. My main one I use is a whole king of both a place, the world, and the king of hell. Yeah, he's a softy cat boy. Of course it's a softy cat boy. Saw the Copa America. I was sad Chile lost. But Argent FIFA, that's a good one. We're Aryans, Yana. I don't like that term, but yeah. My national team also got robbed in the Asian Cup. Ah, that's pretty bad. Feel like my main OC would get along with all the others. Hell gods. Hades is his dad. Hades is his dad? Interesting. And you know, there's a channel on my Discord for that. You can just paste your creative stuff on there. I always like seeing that. Yeah, Tolkien invented many languages. He was a linguist. Yeah, and a bloody good one. Definitely see that. I actually think that kind of devotion is honorable. I mean, much respect to Tolkien for that. Oh man, can't wait to work on the villains. In my case, the villains are the easiest part to write, funnily enough, because atrocities that they commit is just, I just need to open the history book and then I'm gonna find it. Which is kind of eerie in and of itself, if you think about it. Pokemon OCs. Yeah, I would say, for example, Pokemon OC, or I don't know, Earthbound OC, you can have anything. I already have the names of my antagonists, Oni from Japan, Kinsol Sanguis, and Germany's Führer Odin Steinhoff. Odin Steinhoff. And in that case, the F word, the double point thing goes on the U, not the E. But, of course, that is definitely confusing if you never use that. I still think I sometimes forgot what the strike through O is in certain Nordic languages. Hey there, Alex. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Shout out to one of my patrons, Alex. Well, I've gotten a shiny Numel until now, and now I'm hunting a what is it? A Grimer. That's the English word or name for the Pokemon. Looking for a Grimer and then a Machop. And now I'm basically, at least for 2 hours or maybe more, I'm gonna go through and try to get as many shinies as I can, and then maybe I'll challenge the 5th gym leader. Alright, 5 seconds, let's see. Don't think my OCs would be part of the normal universe. Yeah, that's why they're called OCs, right? Probably a world without humans. Yeah, my fictional story also, humans are still there in all of its variations, all the clients from super bright blonde to very dark black, everything in between. Still there, but they're not in the driver's seat, so to speak. There's beings in my universe, in that fictional universe that I'm writing, that are much smarter than humans. In fact, that's kind of an understatement. Because I think that's important, not important, but, well, maybe it is, because look at what we have been doing. We've been messing up a lot as a species, but other than that, I think it's a very interesting sci-fi idea to indulge in, to think, okay, what would happen, what would the societal structure be if there was a being that was smarter than humans, and it was basically them in power, or maybe not in power, in a monopoly kind of thing, but or way, but more like we let them manage it because it's just a better outcome, mathematically speaking. It has a lot of moral questions that arise. I think it's just very interesting, philosophically speaking. Because as of now, we are not in a position like that yet. And some sci-fi writers kind of fail at it. Not saying when I'm gonna write it's gonna be the best thing ever. I'm gonna fail at many things as well. That's just life. But just try to see what I can do with that. I in German, okay? Are we counting gods as OCs because some of mine are very in-depth characters? Yeah, gods count as well. Just in this case, a character on another power scale. You created them, therefore they are your OCs, yes? Well, on paper, physically totally Germanic or Nordic. I actually did a genetic test now. I'm gonna wait for the results. Because I want to see where my family is. Family that went to the US and to Brazil. My favorite gods of mine are the ones that were mortal and ascended. Ah, yeah, that's a fantastically interesting trope. Or just a writing tool. I like that as well. It's in some of the favorite sci-fi books that I read have something like that. Characters that are ascended to either godhood or a mortal higher power that you may or may not call as a god. Depends on the person. Still burning, nothing changed. Ah, that's very unfortunate. But I'm a little warmer. 37.1 today. Well, that's better than 40. Feel sleepy but can't sleep. It's damn hot. Yeah, I know how that is. Too warm to sleep. That's just horrible. Terrible. Welcome back, Ahmed. A lot of my OCs are gods, not like, you know, the ruler of hell wouldn't be one, but I have a few others. Yeah, if you can write gods in a good manner, then that's definitely interesting. Need a good name for my mercenary group. Any suggestions? For now, it's Geyer's Black Phantoms. Need more information then. Is there anything with the name that is either plot relevant, or is it a Chekhov's gun that reveals something about the group later, or is it just a theme that you wanna have convey in your name? Depends on what you want. My fictional story, I have elements gods, but they are side characters, but they will be main characters in the prequel. Yeah, that is doable as well. Love creating evil OCs. I have one I'd call chaotic evil. Neutral evil and lawful evil by now. Yeah, I've also got them all, but the chaotic evil one, oh jeez, I hate what I've created. I'm gonna be honest. From what I've told, I have roots in France, Spain, England and Italy. But I also want to take an ancestry test. I bet there's totally German or Nordic in there. Yeah, if you look like that, then definitely. I mean, with me, it's definitely no surprise since from my mother's side, my mother is blonde, my grandparents, maternal grandparents were both blonde, and my dad was blonde, my grandma was blonde, and my grandpa, my Italian one, wasn't, but still, I mean, I am a phenotype of that kind, a phenotype blonde, so not just, I not only carry the gene like I do with the red hair gene, I also have it expressed. I don't have the red hair gene expressed, but I do have red hair people in my family, so I'm very sure that that's gonna turn up, that I carry the gene. And everyone in my family actually has, my direct bloodline has blue eyes or green eyes in some cases. That's my temperature, not outside. Alright, at least you got it a bit cooler inside then. I only speak English and Spanish, but I want to learn a third language. Yeah, I can only vouch for that. It's definitely nice knowing multiple languages. I myself am 100% lawful neutral. My sister is definitely chaotic good. Oh, there we go! Shiny Grimer. Got it. The little... Okay, that's maybe disgusting, but the booger. Gotta love it. A pile of poison throwing poison at another pile of poison. Let that sink in. Alright, now you are in Dreamland. Let's do a Swords Dance and then I think one false swipe should be enough. Very good thing that, look, Kaiser Karmazin, good old Nikolaus is finally grown up. I've gotten 2 shinies yesterday because if you have a shiny Nincada, if it evolves and you have a free spot in your team, you're gonna have 2 different, 2 shinies instead of 1, which is nice. That happened yesterday, that was really nice. Alright, I'm gonna do one more false swipe and then I'm gonna switch again. Ha! You can block my false swipe, that's not gonna do you anything. And Nicolo's getting quicker and quicker. Back to my pile of sludge, my blue one. Now I have a green one to add to my current collection. Alright. Yawn. It's a timid one, so and it's also a square one. Yeah, boost, I don't care. Right, so what ball? I can try a nest ball, that would fit because of the color. Let's see if the booger gets caught. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, got it! Second shiny. Alright. Going good so far. And I get a Pokédex entry, wonderful. Another shiny. Gave them that name because they're secretive and effective. Well, in that case, it definitely fits. Don't think you could... at least I can't think of anything that would be a better fit. But then again, I don't know if I'm actually good at naming things. I have to be honest with that. Okay, I'm saving again, just so that my brain can finally shut up. There we go. And now let's go for the Machop. It's gonna be a square one as well. My PFP on Discord is my chaotic evil OC right now. Ah, okay, that's what it is. Also have a Mapuche blood, probably. I think that's how you pronounce it. But on my mom's side, she's Chilean. Ah, nice. Okay. Interesting. Have to wait like 6 to 8 weeks for my test to show up. I used Ancestry, yeah, I used that one. Because they had a, sale going on. Won the trophy for the worst person at naming characters. I know nicknames, but not names. Oh, it was you who snatched my trophy away, Ahmed. I see. Bleh, yeah, it is. It's disgusting. It's a green booger. Shiny booger. Name him Rick Grimes. Unfortunately I didn't see that, but I can still do that later. Yeah, it appears he likes Metal Gear. Love Ultra Kill. My novel is inspired by Metal Gear Solid 5. Alright, that explains some things. Helsing 2 and other stuff. Yeah, and don't let anyone tell you that you're stealing ideas, because guess what? There are no such things as completely 100% original ideas. That doesn't exist. It's not something that's... Technically in the universe everything is a remix or remake. It's just what you do with these ideas, what make it your work. My favorite Metal Gear game is Metal Gear 3. This game made me believe Senator Armstrong should be the US president. Should make an Ultra Kill inspired OC. Me neither, but I think Gaius Black Phantom's fit. Yeah, I mean, definitely gives these vibes across that they're a secretive group. And that's not a shiny. Can't wait for the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Oh yeah, isn't that supposed to come out soon, no? Or am I mixing things up? A thing here fueled on blood, and it constantly needs it to keep it alive while wielding god-killing weapons. Nice OC idea. Ooh, yeah, that sounds really hellish. Oh yeah, D&D is definitely interesting. Very fun. It's basically using your imagination. It's pen and paper. It does have a handbook as to how it's usually played, but that also depends on the game master or the dungeon master, DM. Yes, it's coming out soon. I gotta buy a PS5. Good luck with that, because they're pretty expensive, no? Alright, give me that Machop. That doesn't look like a Machop. Blood is fuel, mankind is dead, hell is full. Well, to be fair, blood is fuel, yes. It transports very much needed oxygen to your cells. $500, yeah, that's a lot of money, honestly. Sometimes that's like on some during some places in the world that's like either half or the entire salary. Actually, my chaotic evil OC is a duo, a Meowstick duo, 2 evil red and black Meowsticks. Evil Meowsticks. Interesting, a psychic type that's acting more like a dark type. Still expensive though, yeah, it is. You can buy a lot for $500. It's a lot of money, definitely. It hurts when it's gone, at least, unless you're like some kind of millionaire or something. And even then, I think it's... Prime second weight of the world. Okay, float, you can do that now, I guess. And I've been noticing during summer there's just a higher frequency of planes. Well, I mean, I get why, because people are flying to their vacation destination. I'll be right back. I found a really interesting YouTube video. Alright, let me know how it is after you watched it. I know how that is. You found something different and then... Okay, I need to go over that with my brain now. Or else it won't shut up. Definitely know how that feels. Alright, 3 seconds. Remember, I love when version 2 said its ultra killing time and I killed all over version 1. That's a normal Grimer. Man, it's hot out here. Same It's 20, what does it say, 23 degrees, but it feels like it's warmer. Right, on Jagged Path would be a Spoink, but I did want to backtrack for a while. Reason being, there's some shinies that I haven't gotten yet around, like, Route 101. I still don't have a Poochyena. And on Route 103, oh, did I not get the Wingull? Apparently not. So I have to check that as well. What is your novel gonna be about, Yana? It's not a novel, it's a comic or manga. Started out actually as a video game idea that I had, but it's basically a solar punk far future story that I worked on the universe since 2009, basically. But yeah, I don't want to say too much for now. But that's roughly what it is. About basically a good future, a positive future. And then that positive future gets... Well, there's things from the past that might threaten the peace of the present in that regard. And I try to keep it as hard sci-fi as possible. And yeah, it's not humans who are the main focus. There are human characters. There's even other humans that have, as for now, have long died out, like, I don't know, Homo florensis or the Denisovan humans or other humans that existed. Because to a certain degree, you can resurrect or make new beings. They're very advanced because there's a intelligence in that universe that is vastly higher than the universe. What am I saying? The intelligence of a human. Like several orders of magnitude more intelligent. And because of the technology, it's basically almost indistinguishable from magic. It's not magic, it's science. And what issues might arise explores a lot of sci-fi concepts. But yeah, how I see it even. And of course it's basically 90% autist info dump about astronomy. In a way. Repackaged as a story. Can't wait to work on some fictional countries with my universe. Oh yeah, that is definitely fun. Especially if you like history. And if you like to speculate on how would a conflict have ended if that and this and that would have been different. If you like thinking through stuff like that, that's definitely fun. Some are gonna... Oh, satanic states. Or states like Burgundy from TNO. Worse than North Korea. Oh yeah, very totalitarian regimes, yeah. Also have that in my universe. To a certain extent. Make sure my fictional story that I make love a character just so I can make his death more sad. Oh boy. My main two characters are written to die at some point. Oh, yikes. You're one of those authors, right? Look at this wonderful character. Oh, too bad he's dead. Not that that's a bad thing, of course. If it's written well, then it's good. I mean, you shouldn't fix yourself too much on certain ideas. Some Aurelian stuff, that's definitely also very interesting. people are gonna dismiss my story as something cute for kids. Ah, there we go. That's the shiny. Shiny Machop. Well, yeah, it's not for kids. Just because it got cute animals and stuff, that doesn't mean it's for kids. It definitely has some more mature themes in it. Ahmed going full Iraqi. Yeah. Ahmed has zero chill with his characters. Can't kill my OCs, I love them too much. I definitely understand that as well. That can physically hurt you, even though it sounds very stupid. Nice GG, yeah. Getting the hang of it now. Sometimes I had streams where I was on fire, but unfortunately not every day is like that. All of them died in sacrifice for some reason. Well, Ahmed, you are the god of your universe. I think you know the reason. Alright. Now should be easy to catch. What Pokeball do I use? Let's try a Premier Ball, why not? Mine has serious tones, but it will have a touch of dark humor. I see. And there we go, Machop has been caught. Nice. It's getting... And we get the Pokédex entry, very good. So normal Machop, shiny Machop. And we save, because that is just what you do when you catch a shiny. Alright, so we've gotten all the ones that I need for, or that I wanted from the fiery path. So now I'm gonna exit the fiery path. And then I'm gonna see what is next. I wanted to go back to Granite Cave at some point. I could go for the Spoink as well. Oh, you're paralyzed. Lowering accuracy, always very annoying. And yeah, the Poochyena, I want to have that one as well. But I think I need to check on the PC what I have and what I don't, because like I said before, I have so many shinies I just completely lose track. Well, gotta go walk some dogs, Yana. Ah, yes, the doggies. The doggos need that. I'll be back in an hour if you're still live. Good luck with the shinies. Thank you, Kinox. See you later. And yes, I do plan on streaming for more than that. Bam. Alright. Out of the way, I'm coming through. Very easy puzzle. There's later ones that are a bit more hard. I forgot, is there something up left? Like northwest? I forgot now. Because some caves are different in the Emerald version, and then sometimes in my mind they get mixed up. Main two characters are Jin. Ah, okay, yeah. Showing the Muslim background, that's nice. Wise nerd hippie guy who has a dark powers, who uses the same weapon from the start to his death. And he's his dark skin, just dark with white eye lines. Okay, there's nothing there, alright. Interesting. Jinn are a type of creature that I came across when reading the Quran. If I understood it correctly, they do not have free will. Well, at least often they don't. Could be wrong though. Didn't read the Quran in Arabic because I don't speak it. You know, not capable of doing that. I know many languages, but that's not one of them. And so I had to read a translation. Alright, for this one I'm usually gonna have a level up, let's see. Uh-oh, that was, well, Was that like 2 or 3 HP remaining? There we go. Alright, that's what I... And neighbors are parting. I don't really mind that much. Okay, so... I'm thinking if I should do it now, even though it is somewhat tedious. But I am able to do Rock Smash RNG now. It is, though, pretty annoying. I have to admit that. But first let's go to a Poké Center. The other is Moro, the bounty hunter. Looks like a Wild West vibe. He used more like 100 weapons and he's a jerk comedy guy who always makes jokes. I see a jokester. Jin, not Jin after the Muslim. Jin, talking Jin like the normal name. Ah, okay. My bad. I like smashing rocks. Right, so you are a square shiny, so are you. Well, the heart is for something else. You are not a square shiny. Think you are? Yeah. Alright. Done. There we go. So of course I got more square shinies until now. But yeah, I don't see a Wingull, so I'm gonna go for that one as well. There's only one route where I can get one, unfortunately. But still, if it's doable, then I'll do it. Oops, there we go. And you are something I'm gonna trade later because I can't use it. Alright. And then you, of course, you are also a square shiny. Alright. Let's continue with the adventure. Trying to think, how should I proceed? Rostorf Tunnel is gonna be there. Yeah, I could try that. On Route 117, I already gotten every shiny that I can possibly get. Alright, so Rostorf Tunnel it is. Where I can get a Whismur. So let's see, Rostorf Tunnel, there we go. Whismur. Yeah, let's try with the very early one. Hopefully that will work. And then let's do it here. They together meet friends, fight monsters, and they end up fighting each other in a battle at the end. Ah, yes, the friend betrayal route. If written well, that can really tear you apart, but that's why we read stories like that, right? We want to feel something, we want to have a very interesting movie in our heads playing, right? That's what stories that are written are for. And the spider neighbors are outside again, hoping to catch a bug that wants to fly inside my apartment. Seem to be doing fine since they're even larger now than they were before, so it's definitely a strategy that's been working out for these fellow spiders. Let's see. No. Yeah, it's always this one where I have more trouble than the 3000 one. No idea why. Oh, my bad. Always a bit afraid when a video starts playing like that on the phone. Because, well, what if it's a copyrighted track and then I get into trouble, even though that was not my intention? Wasn't a betrayal more like putting someone out of their misery? Ooh, that stings as well, though. But yeah, sometimes a story needs something like that, a dramatic moment. Sometimes real life is like that as well. I want not a Numal. A Whismer with green ears. OCs and stories and worlds are nice. I don't want to make mine too dark with characters dying and stuff though. I just want a nice world I can escape to. I'm trying to achieve both. I want to write a world that I want to escape to as well, but there's definitely stuff happening that, well, let's say it's not too nice. But yeah, sometimes with tone shifts you have to pay attention. If you write it really badly, then you're gonna end up with a tone clash. You don't want that. Oh, and Kaiser comes in. Do you know anything about the job thing where you applied? Hopefully that went well. I unfortunately still don't have an answer from an employer who says yes, you are hired. But let's not give up, right? That's not what we're here for. Also, the final episode is where the last main character has to sacrifice himself to save everyone. Oh, the martyr. And he ends up getting a nice flashback to all nice moments in the show with sad music while dying. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that's gonna sting.
Songs, die ich falsch verstehe.
What? It's happened again. But good thing that I managed to stop it before it played anything. No. Green-eared one, I summon thou. The 16-second one. I need some low frame shinies because my square box shiny, my square shiny box is gonna be full. And yes, if the beeping or popping becomes too annoying, then just tell me. I'm gonna mute it then. At least for the stream. My main goal of my show is to make you cry till you die. Making the saddest show ever. May I even say a brown note of sadness, a cognito hazard. If you witness the show, you cry so much that you die. The SCP Foundation might contact you, Amit. Honestly, even in real life, if I lived in a completely perfect world, would that even be perfect, or would it just feel boring? If everything is perfect, then is anything perfect? Yeah, that's a good question. That's definitely something that philosophers have written about. If that would maybe be actually very boring, or if it really would be truly perfect. My world would be nice, but it's not perfect. Yeah, that's usually a good rule or a threshold to copy if you want to write a world. I think it's harder to write a good or convincing good world than a convincing bad world. As in, I think it's easier to write dystopian fiction convincingly as opposed to writing utopian fiction convincingly. Honestly, why can't I really get behind the idea of heaven? Yeah, my problem with the philosophical idea of any afterlife is that it's, well, that's not always like that, but the infinite duration of said afterlife. Do you really want to have consciousness for an infinite amount of time? I don't know, there's never have been anything like that in real life. And to your awareness and anyone else's, it has never appeared or happened to you. Or me, or anyone else. And I don't know what are the repercussions for existing continuously. That's a theme that I also delve into in my fictional work that I want to publish. Because I think a lot of writers, they just say, okay, that character is immortal now, no more problems, but yeah, what about the brain? I mean, you need some kind of augmentation to your brain memory, because you're not gonna remember everything if you are a being like a human being who maybe lives to 125 max, but imagine living 500, 5,000, 50,000, 500,000, 5 million years, 5 billion years, 5 Googleplex years. Like, what does that even... Wouldn't time just continuously, your time perception would continuously become quicker and quicker, because that's how we receive time consciously. It's very logarithmic. So the older you are, the shorter a specific time unit, like a day or a second, appears to be. Like, to me, a 1 year is just 1/30th of my life. But to a 1-year-old infant, that's their whole life, you know? That's why it just seems 1 year is a eternity for an infant. Or not an eternity, but a very long time. But for me, it's just... Oh, another year has passed, and if you're 80 years old, then it's even more so. And I'm not sure if that would be free of bad consequences for the mind. I don't know, my alarms are ringing when I think about how would it be being in heaven. Okay, but that's forever. Will I get bored of that on day Googleplex 1? I don't know. Nothing has ever existed for that long, and no human, and I mean, who knows, right? That's the kind of questions that you have to answer then. Just can't really get behind heaven, because I honestly believe a world where everything is perfect would just get boring. I think the uncomfortable truth is that there needs to be bad for there to be good. Yeah, you wouldn't be the only one who thinks that. I forgot the kind of philosopher who has the name. Was a philosopher who has written several excerpts about that. Just exactly that problem. We'll make sure the death is so sad that the last main character will be having his body torn apart. You will even see half of his skull covered in blood and the other side is bleeding. Oh jeez, Ahmed. So just like watching Attack on Titan, don't get too attached to a character because you might die violently later. Rip all the good characters. Oh, okay. My bad, that didn't register. And people having a party outside. Well, it is Friday night, so might as well. Okay, let's see. Nope, still no green ears. That's what I'm after. Why is it the 16-second one gives me problems and not the other one? So weird. Maybe I should still go for the square one. I like to give my OC some flaws and bad things as well to make them more interesting characters. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Trying this frame for now. I know it takes longer, but I just seem to hit it more often. And I mean, they have better IVs after all. The hardy shiny IVs are pretty bad. HP 8, attack 1. And that's why Nikolaus is not really hitting that hard, but oh well, still accepted. And of course not gonna be that, it's gonna be 50-50 gender, so yeah. It's gonna be a girl. Might at some point come back and try to get other shinies, more of the hardy shinies. But yeah, well, I guess my ideal world to create and escape to isn't even Utopia or something. Doesn't need to be Utopia, yeah. Well, that's better, sure, but not perfect or anything. Yeah, that sounds very reasonable, actually. You set yourself some boundaries, which usually a good writer does. Some things that, I mean, you don't want to write a Mary Sue as a character, or a Mary Sue-topia, I guess, as a world. That's just really not, if it breaks the suspension of disbelief too much, and it's not congruent with its values, then you're gonna lose your readers, right? It does have to at least make sense on some narrational level. Hopefully I'm making sense. If I'm talking nonsense or gibberish to you, just tell me. Not gonna be angry about that. That's just completely normal. Alright, so the trap pinch I already have. As well as the Baltoy, I got that one as well. And then Solrock, I think I need Surf for that one. Actually, yeah. While... Oops, that wasn't my intention. While trying to get a Shiny Whismur, maybe I'm going for the low one again. I'll level up my Gustavo, because we're gonna need it later when I face the 5th gym leader. The character's own dad, basically. The player character. Okay, that felt like it was the right one, but again, feelings and facts. Let's see. Alright, no, wasn't the correct frame. The weapons in my fictional story are cool as hell, that's for sure. Tell me about the coolest one. Do you have some interesting weapon concepts? And no, I'm not gonna steal anything for mine. You don't need to worry about that. I think your setting is more of the magical type, mine is much more of the sci-fi type. And what... Sometimes that's also a good tip, maybe some people need to hear this. Some things or writing devices work in some genres, and in others they might not work the same, so keep that in mind. scythes, yeah, scythes are cool. That's just undeniable. I'm gonna double kick the S out of that one as well. Just one kick suffices. Poor thing. I'm gonna kick everything that doesn't have green ears. Why are scythes so cool though? It's such a simplistic design, and funnily enough scythes have not been used to kill livestock, but it's for crops. And yet it has such a strong iconography. I mean, the Grim Reaper uses scythes because he literally souls are his crop. At least I think that's thematically and figuratively what the meaning behind that is, behind that fictional figure. Right, another one I gotta kick down. Poor things. Good thing they don't have real feelings. Even a crit, wow. The Scythe of Life, when attacking with it, causes the user to lose blood, but if you hit the blood, your foe loses. Plus your blood you will lose will come back to you. Oh, okay, so if you hit someone with that, if you hit the blood, then the foe will lose the blood that you have lost while you will get it back. Is that how it works? Not even a practical weapon. Yeah, actual scythes are really hard to use against humans. That's pretty, well, I mean, they're designed for plants, not humans. You can just decide to ignore that or fiction, because we can, yeah, we just do that. Which is great, yeah, you can do whatever for fiction, that is what makes it great, yeah. That's especially like it when a author has their own personal passion in it, you know, things that they like, things that they love, things that they know a lot about. That's why one of the best writing tips is, I think, write what you love, write what you know, because it's true. I can definitely vouch for the same thing. Gustavo needs some better fighting type move though. I'm gonna double kicking my way to victory will, I think, be a bit hard. It's a bit too weak for a Pokemon like Slacking. Alright, another kick victim. You also can absorb the soul of your enemy when killing with it. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Let's say, wow. If you don't know that and then you get involved in a fight with that, you're gonna get a bad surprise. Alright. Come on, Whismer, make it quick. My male evil Meowstic has a scythe that when it hits something it sets the enemy on fire. Okay. And the Meowstic will absorb the life energy taken by the enemy from the fire or health. If that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, another one bites the dust, or another one gets kicked in the face, whatever you prefer. Welcome back, Arch. Let's try again. Then there's a future sword. When looking at the sword, you can see your enemy's next move. Ooh, I can already imagine how crazy that must be in combat. Still a normal Whismer. Also obsessed with giving all my OCs movesets, not gonna lie, like my favorite part. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It is nice. Imagine if a Pokemon had any moveset that you would love to see. Gonna give that track a lot tonight. Alright, let's go. Should get it soon. But for some reason it's always this kind of the 1004 advances that I don't know, don't seem to hit them that often. But they go quicker, that's the positive aspect. To be fair, the leveling does take a while because they're all weak. Weak enemies, weak foes. And my phone battery is soon dying, alright. Gotta keep that in mind. You make new moves. Can you showcase some of the new moves? If you want to, of course. I think that the new moves that you got in Let's Go Pikachu for the Pikachu, or at least in Eevee's case, the new moves that Eevee got, those should be the main moves of the evolutions of the respective type. I don't understand why they didn't do that. And maybe that in some cases the Eevee can inherit them. OC sharing channel went... Well, there's already a creative channel, so you can just post them in there. Or you can open up a thread on Discord. On that channel. Let me see. Yeah, that is a normal, boring one. I want a shiny one. So just OCs, I guess. There we go. Just created a thread. So that should work out. The Bow of Despair. When hit by an arrow, you will lose yourself and become evil to good or from good to bad. Of despair. So a evil one can become good. Alright, so sometimes the usage of said bow or arrow would be actually be beneficent in that case. I think that's what you want to maybe explore, that kind of idea. But it also turns a good person bad. Interesting. Like how this chat goes from random nonsense to deep philosophical discussions back to complete randomness again. Yeah, I think it's very entertaining. I like it. I have to be honest. I think that's funny. Just from weird nonsense to, oh yeah, let's discuss this philosophical concept. And back and forth, just jumping between them. If you had absolutely no context, or maybe some viewers, they imagine just tuning in to the live stream and then this is happening. Right, come on, I want to go to the Petalburg Woods soon. There's still some shinies that I haven't gotten there. Also a shiny Zigzagoon, but a square one in this case. I have a sassy one, not sassy, excuse me, the hardy one. That's Zigzag. Alright, let's see. Come on, I want the shiny. Getting impatient now. Need to get the timing down correctly. Neighbors are talking outside. I don't know if you can hear it. Well, I hope I don't really like record a conversation that shouldn't have been recorded. But I don't think you can even make out what language they're talking. Sometimes you hear different languages like French and then English, German, Luxembourgish. We are a melting pot, just like the US. We have a lot of different cultures and nationalities living here. Green ears, green ears. I really have to switch to the longer one. Alright, let's see. No, still nothing. Come on, one of these resets should be good. No idea why the first advance of Starshine is so tricky for me to hit. Your brain in a nutshell. Yep, same. Come on, I'm getting impatient. Where art thou, shiny Whismer? Alright, I'll try the longer one just to see if that just makes it so that it finally appears. No idea why I hit that one more often than the other one. Can't really explain that in any way, shape or form. But yeah, I think Gustavo should have at least evolve into a Blaziken before we challenge the 5th gym leader. Unfortunately, doesn't really learn a good fighting move until really late. I'm gonna need to get not Brick Break, excuse me, what's the other one called? No, it's Brick Break, my bad. The other one, the HM one is Rock Smash, yeah, Brick Break is a good one. Because Double Kick is pretty weak. Let's see. Shiny Whismer, shiny Whismer, shiny Whismer. No. Horrible. That didn't work. Vampire Glacebrion has an ability that gives all of its attacks 30% lifesteal. Yeah, that would make sense for a vampire OC. And I could potentially seeing something like that as a ability maybe in the future. Although I would see that as I think had to be a legendary one, since yeah, I see that this could be very OP. Right, so as I said before, I'm gonna try to get the Whismer, and then I'll backtrack to route, well, first the Petalburg Woods again. And an ambulance. Petalburg Woods because there's a square shiny Zigzagoon and a Slackoff that I still want to get. And then I'm going to go to route 103 for the Wingull. Yeah, Wingull would then be a shiny, water shiny that I haven't really used yet. Frostbite is a new move, just a stronger Ice Fang, really. Also, its Terra type is Ghost. I mean, to be fair, you can pick the Terra type, can you? That's the point. Which is actually a not too bad of a gimmick, I have to say. It does give some Pokemon a very interesting use case, which I always welcome. That's actually one of the newer gimmicks that I like. Mega Evolution wasn't so nice in some aspects. It gave us a lot of broken crap. Or unfair things. Yeah, it's a character. That too. But yeah, the Terra type it uses is Ghost. Fitting. And then it has the Lavender Town Ghost, because that's actually, that 3D model is on the Pokemon as it terrestrializes into the Ghost type. Don't really have a name for it yet though. What would be a good name for that? Then again, am I good with names? I don't know. Not sure. I would say no, personally. Still no shiny Whismer. What a shame. Okay. No, I'm switching back and forth between the frames, but just want the Whismer one to be over, since I don't know, I'm probably not gonna use it much, if at all. I mean, true, if this gets too much at one point I can still skip it and do it later. Yeah, as I was saying, on my list, the Slackoff we haven't had yet in Petalburg Woods, so that one I'm gonna hunt for that one today, hopefully. And then a Wingull on Route 103. That's the only route where I actually can get a Wingull. Otherwise, when there's a Wingull in the route that I'm looking for in Pokéfinder, then, well, usually the Wingull will give me no actual shinies. Get stabbed with Poltergeist. Yeah, Poltergeist is a cool move. I like that. It's a fun concept. And definitely something that I would... I mean, sooner or later it would have been a thing in Pokemon, I think. Mash the buttons, mash the buttons. really is a cool move. Yeah, it is. One kick is all it takes. Nice coverage from a vampire OC, yes, indeed. So it's Ice Dark, but it can also be Ghost. Which is very good because Ice Dark would have a 4 times weakness to fighting, but then if it changes to Ghost, then it becomes immune. Oh, what? That was not correct. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Die not day, sorry, misclick. On what comment? It's still nothing. What a shame. Phew. Looks like I need to bust out the fan soon. It's getting very hot, even though outside it's getting cooler and cooler. Comment before this one? Alright, Future Sword. Look outside, you can see your enemy's next move. No. Bow of Despair. No. There's no dying in these comments. At least, I don't think so. I don't see it. What just happened? Did I do it again? Yes, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. That sometimes happens. Then I forget to hover over a sweet scent. And then nothing happens. But, I mean, waiting 16 seconds, that's not too much of a problem. Oh, my comment didn't come off for some reason. Ah, I see. No, still nothing. Come on, Whismer. Don't waste my time. I'm gonna go somewhere else as well. At least for today. Okay. Come on, where are you? If this goes on for too long, I might actually skip it and do that on at a later date or a later playthrough. my show became a real show, I would be undercover director like someone with a fake name. Oh, a pen name, yeah. That's usually what that is referred to. And no one saw his face, while the other channel as someone else who does not know what is this show. So you want to stay down low. You don't want to get too much attention. I do see... I mean, didn't Toby Fox go that route? I don't think I've ever seen that man's face. I just know his name, and I'm not even sure if that is his legal citizen name. And I think it's not. I think that's a pen name as well. Or a stage name, whatever you want to call it. Right, this is getting a bit too dumb. I'm gonna... I mean, Rustarf Tunnel is always a place we're gonna go back to. But I definitely want these other shinies to appear as well. Especially Wingull, I'm gonna need that one. I am gonna need at least a surfer. Hey there, Kinox, welcome back. Hope the doggos had a good walk. Oh, did he actually show his face? Then I completely missed that. Okay, 100 Route 116. I've already gotten all the ones that I wanted. Gustavo destroying everything in his path. Oh, you got paid? Very nice. Okay. I don't really need to heal, at least not really. Right, Route 104. Yeah, already have everything here, well, except for the surf things, but that's not possible for now. Right, I'm gonna save here because here are several, well, at least 2 shinies that I want. Let's go back to trying for the Slackoth, and this time the delay is 261 again. Alright, so this is the frame, and then let's go. Getting paid is just wonderful, isn't it? Well, as quickly as it goes onto your account, then the quicker it vanishes again. And yes, I've gotten a shiny Numel, shiny Machop, shiny Grimer as well. I tried for a while for a shiny Whismur, but it just wouldn't appear. And right now I want to see the, or at least get the shiny Zigzagoon and Slackoth in Petalburg Woods first. And then after that, should I get it within the next hour, then I'm also going for Wingull on Route 103. And maybe, oh wait, can I get a Tailo on Route 115? Well, I was there now. Still, I think after the 5th gym battle you're gonna unlock Surf, if I remember correctly. Recently got a shiny Ralts in white. Oh, congrats. Ralts is a very nice shiny. Is it male or female? Because then you could potentially have a shiny Gallade. That's cool. I can only get shiny Ralts in Emerald, and they're all females, so no Gallade, unfortunately. And might as well plug in now. If you ever donate any buck of any currency to me, either through Patreon or through Ko-fi or through Buy Me a Coffee or Subscribe Star, or should that get released now through the Super Chat or just a chat while I stream, then you can pick out any shiny that you want and I'll trade it over to you. So keep that in mind. Which is what I wanted, lol. I'm all for God of War Majestic Shiny. Yeah, that's a wonderful shiny, that's true. Oh, okay, that was the one you posted on the server. Alright, alright. Yeah, Ahmed. 14-0. Oh, ouch, that's gotta hurt. Oof, that's a bad loss. FIFA rages. Yeah. Yeah, do not underestimate the FIFA rages. Definitely. And this theme is playing again. It's gonna accompany us today. Well, for a long time. It's the forest and the cave track. Go nuclear when I play FIFA, legit. Yeah, there's... Oh, there we go! That's the shiny... Okay, that did happen just now. That's the shiny Zigzagoon that I wanted to get, but that's not the frame where it appears. So did I hit that frame now? That is interesting. I was going for frame 3916, but for some reason I hit frame the shiny Zigzagoon frame. Bizarre, but I'm not complaining. A shiny is a shiny, right? So let's catch this thing. Yeah, go ahead, cry at me. Don't care. Wait, wow, what am I doing? I didn't even need that that swords dance. That was completely unnecessary. I just did it out of muscle memory. Hey there, James. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? And see, you just tuned into a very good moment because I'm trying to... I mean, this is the shiny Zigzagoon. I've gotten several other shinies as well. I'm gonna show them off soon. Alright, let's use Yawn on you, and then... Now we have a timid Zigzagoon, the one I wanted. Let's just try... I know it didn't fall asleep yet. Gonna try Timer Ball just for... because... 1, 2, 3... And the Zigzagoon has been caught, even though I was looking for the slack off, but oh well. Right, let's immediately save. If I go to the store at 22 my time, a lot of things get out of 10 cents if they expire today. Ah, so you're hunting for stuff like that. I see, I see. Yeah. Timid shiny. Square shiny. I actually wanted to slack off though, that is weird. I was that many frames late, or in this case early. She protect, she attack, but most importantly she got shiny without hack. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, until now, James, since you asked, I got a Machop as shiny, I got a shiny Grimer, and a shiny Numel. And right now I'm looking for a shiny Slackoth. 10 seconds remaining. Let's see. Should be able to hit the frame now. Today's lunch was 20 cents. Oh wow, that's super cheap. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Although it is something that I haven't caught yet. So I'll definitely try to get it. Not use it, of course, because that's against the laws. The laws, the conditions of this run that I'm doing. Because it's a shiny only challenge, I can only use shinies. But I do not get this as a shiny on this save file, unfortunately. So I'm gonna catch it, and then just catch it for basically the Pokédex entry, and that's it. Not last night's dinner, sorry, not today's lunch. Vegan hoisin wrap and fruit box. Well, that sounds good. Still not vegan, but it was pretty good. I mean, yeah, if it's good food, it's good food. That's what I always say. I don't care if something is vegan or not. If it's good food and it's tasty, then I eat it. How dare you break out of the ball? Okay, the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo is kind of getting annoying, but... There we go. No crit. Good. $0.20. Damn, I wish it was that cheap here. $10 for like a sandwich and Coke. Yeah. But to be fair, this was... Well, at least these are items that are very close to expiration, right? Yesterday my sister called me stupid for licking my bleeding arms. Is that bad? No, you're just a vampire. But... Yeah, try to not get as much, or at least don't lick it. I know animals do it, but the best thing you can do is to disinfect it with alcohol. Stay in the stupid ball, come on, you're just a little bug. You're not a legendary of any kind. Definitely keep the Pokemon Center back, might use it for Retrocon. Yeah, can't believe they were going to throw that out. Alright, now I got that Pokédex entry, because I'm gonna need them. What do I have now? 69, nice. Guys, it's the meme number, it's the meme number. It's gonna change soon. If I get a slack off, it's not gonna be the meme number anymore. Guys, I used to lick myself like a cat, pretended to be a cat. I don't think or at least I don't think human thread is that tasty. Stuff I got was like an hour away from expiring. Oh wow, 1 hour away. Had the normal price, it would have been like €5. You never heard of it? You never heard of what? The gamer number. Was that 420? That's the stoner number. The other one is the sex number. What would be the gamer number? Gamers and sex, that doesn't compile. Of course I'm kidding, but... Let Ahmed have his blood cocktail. He likes his blood. He likes it raw, not well done. Never heard of Pokemon Center. I mean, a Pokemon Center is just where you heal your Pokemon in the games. But there are some stores, like in New York, I think, and in Japan, in Tokyo. And they are called Pokemon Center, and you get a lot of, like, from everything from towels to just household material things to china to use for the kitchen, clothing, earrings, like folders for paper or something like that. You get anything. You get they sell so many Pokemon branded things. And I have quite a lot of their stuff. In fact, more is on the way actually. And I really like it. They're always very high quality, good made, well made. 2 separate times actually. Did I ever tell you the time I ate a cat treat in real life? No, I don't think so. Was it good? Because I did try a dog treat once and I thought it was bleh. I regretted that immediately. Totally stopping by when I go. Gonna buy some JoJo merch too. Yeah, I would love to go to an actual Pokemon Center and buy stuff there. But I have to import it over the internet. To be fair, there's some Japanese that sell this stuff on eBay for an okay price. If you buy from them in bulk, they actually negotiate a very fair price with you. And that's where I'm always trying to get their stuff. I currently am waiting for an order. It's a pair of earrings. And it's basically Chandelure earrings. They're wonderful. Chandelure is one of my favorite Pokemon. Really nice one. Doesn't taste good or bad, pretty much neutral. Okay. The fun fact was eating a cat treat made me feel like a cat. Was it overall a positive experience? You felt the cat inside of you. I mean, I get cats, how they lunge around and just enjoy life. I definitely get them. I'd do that too if I had the chance of just doing that. And you already got me an item, nice. Got another one with a second one with pickup. That's actually very practical. Want to get together cosplay, not gonna lie. Oh, do you want to make a whole cosplay? What kind of cosplay? Like which character? I've also cosplayed before. It's fun. But I never like made a, I don't know, like a cosplay myself. I don't have sewing ability. I'm not good at costume making. I feel like I've become more cat-like since then. I think a cat treat did something in my brain. It was the infection of the cat virus. You're an otherkin now. No, but I'm gonna ember that one because I wanna save. Yeah, either Naked Snake or Venom Snake. Okay. The names, those Solid Snake, Naked Snake, Liquid Snake. These code names, they're wacky, but funny. I mean, it is supposed to be fun, right? Shouldn't be taken too seriously, at least that's what the vibes that I get from the franchise. MGS rocks. Have you played the first one on the NES? With an intense theme for a forest. Or at least somewhat it is. Like there's something out there that you're not quite sure what it is. Even Willie's otherkin, I never really understood it. Does that mean you actually believe spiritually you are an animal or something. I think that's what it is. They believe that they are a human, no, a non-human trapped in a human body. I think that's what it's about. Just your personality matches with it and you. I think it's the former, not the latter. Can sort of identify it with that way, or maybe it can be either. I mean, if you want to be an otherkin, I'm not gonna mock you. I don't care about things like that. If that makes you happy, then go for it. If it doesn't hurt anyone, I'm really tolerant when it comes to things like that. I don't see the point of mocking people like that. If it's not really a real danger or not toxic in any way, then who cares, right? One step beyond furry, I think, yeah, definitely one step further than the furries. Furries have infiltrated my stream again. It happens every single time. Nope. Come on, one more shiny. I think right now, at the state that we're now, I think this would be too weak to beat Norman. I don't think this would suffice. Tolerant myself, I just hate the radicals. Yeah, the radicals are always a problem. I feel like I've sort of heard that it can either, but not sure. I think I've heard someone who was an otherkin, but didn't actually believe spiritually they were an animal or something, so I'm not sure. Okay, that would be, yeah, would be something different. But the way I've heard it was that they believed that they are a animal soul trapped in a human body. At least that's what I've seen for now. Hang on. Is that a bug? What are you doing inside? Oh, look, a bug also appeared on my game. Not a glitch, a crawly bug. Ah, you grew up in Chile. Was it you who also listened to hardstyle? Because that would be, I mean, always like when I find other people who like the same genre. But I think it wasn't you. Just ask that every single person with ties to Chile. Because there's a hardstyle scene in Chile. Alright, that's you. That's very good. I like people with good taste. Good stuff, definitely. Definitely. Alright, 5 seconds. Come on, slack off. Do not slack off and come here and be shiny. Nope, not slack off. Further, it can be spiritual or could also be psychologically. Okay, that's an interesting distinction, which is why I was just confused about it. Yeah, you like it as well. That makes me happy. More of a classic rock guy, though. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I remember you telling me yesterday what you liked. Also know that Ahmed wrote that as well, like what kind of music they listen to. Don't only listen to hardstyle, but that's like, if you ask me what's your favorite genre of music, I would definitely say hardstyle. But I also listen to other genres. Like, I don't like listening to hard style when I'm about to go to bed because that kind of defeats the purpose. Like metal too. I have no problem with metal, even the really hard kind. I mean, very high tempo and melodies, that's up my valley. That's a slack off, but it's not a shiny one. I'm actually starting to sweat. It is getting pretty hot in this room. To be fair, it is a pretty small room. Maybe 4 square meters? Yeah, 4 or 5 square meters. I think that's it. I don't know how many square feet this is. I don't think in feet. Jazz as well. Yeah, jazz is nice, especially before going to bed. Or just for calm vibes. Like a lot of different genres. Yeah, that's... I would say so myself. I actually also listen unironically to a lot of video game music. I think it's really good. Good music is good music. It's just like the food thing. If it's good, then I like it. Don't care if it's vegan or metal or anything. Who cares? If it's good and I enjoy it, then I partake in it. And if it doesn't hurt anyone or exploit anyone. I think I like hardstyle because it makes my autism brain happy. Yeah, there's so many autists that like hardstyle. I think that's a common theme. Like, so many... I don't know a lot of people who like it, but almost all of them are exclusively autistic. It's a theme that I've been seeing a lot. I've also met I've met autistic people at hardstyle festivals as well. Just seems to be a neurodivergent magnet. Because the repetitive hardstyle kicks are satisfying to my brain, yes. Especially if the bass is really hard in especially in your car, it's just like, yes. It gives me energy. That's what I use it for, you know, it's... If I'm down or just low energy, it really gives me that energy, and it's really easy. And a very easy way to load up your battery, figuratively speaking. As long as it's not reggaeton, I'm good. Yeah, I also don't like reggaeton. It's, I don't know, makes me kind of... It doesn't tickle my neurons enough. It's not too bad, but enough is enough with reggaeton. Metal Gear Saga music is amazing. Yeah, definitely. Like I always say, a lot of video game music is really good, really high quality. And don't let anyone gaslight you into thinking it's not. Because that happened when, you know, you're among teenagers or peers, and then you just show off what music you like, and when it's your turn you just play it and everyone laughs at you. Who cares if they laugh at you? Enjoy your stuff. It's the ones laughing and pointing the finger who are the pathetic ones, not the one being laughed at. Took me a bit too long to realize that. So that's why I'm repeating it in my streams, so that hopefully you will not do the same mistake that I did. Realized I kind of like trance too, I think. Which is also quite repetitive, so yeah, I think repetitive makes me happy. Well, to be fair, just repetitiveness is inherent to the nature of music. But yeah, I get what you mean. Love all high quality music and songs. Same, from all times. Same. Yep. Snake Eater, yeah, Snake Eater is very good. Sins of the Father, also very good. Heaven's Divide, Best of Us Yet to Come, Chef's Kiss, yeah, definitely. Really good themes. All good Kinox, I know how it is with the keyboard. Sometimes you just mistype. And then your brain already set your finger to hit enter, and then it's too late. I know how that feels. Welcome back, James. I've gotten a shiny Zigzagoon, even though I was looking for the slack off, but other than that, no. Hate having bad grammar, legit. I'm not a grammar Nazi, I'm not gonna annoy you. Sometimes I misspeak here as well, and use wrong grammar. Shiver City from Pokemon Unite. Sounds like trans, I think, but it could also be crazy, but it's good either way. I need to, true, you posted that one yesterday in the chat, I forgot to look it up. Thank you for reminding me. Because I don't play Pokemon Unite. Play music on a flute and a guitar. Yeah, you have gotten the guitar and the flute. Which one do you prefer? Which one is easier, Ahmed, or are they both the same as in difficulty to learn? There's a hardstyle song that samples Bloodborne. It's from D Charge, so that's written D hyphen CHARGED. That's the DJ. I really like him, it's really cool. Very underrated hardstyle DJ. And the the track is called House of Fire. And it is dope. "32 degrees at Legoland today." Oh yeah, you came back from Legoland. How was that? I never went to any Legoland. I want to change that. At the latest, if I ever have kids, I'm definitely gonna go there. I always wanted to go to Legoland, but I never got around doing so. There is no Legoland in Luxembourg. I would have to drive a couple of hours into Germany. But I mean, I did that already. Touched a metal pole without thinking it'd be burning hot, and it made 2 blisters on my hand. Ooh, ouch. Can't easily move my hand. Fun times, ouch. Hopefully that will be healthy soon. Get healthy soon, James. Oh yeah, burning blisters or blisters from getting burned. Those are... Oof. Just don't pop the blisters, right? Don't... even if you get the urge, just don't. Hopefully you have some kind of cream to remedy this, so that the skin can heal a bit quicker. Call of Duty campaigns, the Oz is dope as fuck as well. Yeah, it is. And you just made me say the F word, so congrats. You did something that not a lot of people are able to do. Legoland was good though otherwise. What did you do? Like, does Legoland have roller coasters or anything like that? Have a blister on my toe due to a lot of walking. Yeah, I'm unfortunately of the kind of person who gets blisters when I get new shoes, which is annoying. Flute is easy, but it's hard to get creative with it. I can mimic other themes in flute, but it's hard to make my own music with it. But I'm better at the flute. Okay. Made her curse, what an accomplishment. Yeah. Someone else has done it as well, but it is pretty hard. Usually I try to censor it, but this time you managed to make me swear. Try to keep it as family friendly as possible. But sometimes that's, I guess, not really that possible. But I think YouTube censors a bit too much. Don't like the system, how it's going now with the censoring of words that really shouldn't be censored. Okay, I knew this wasn't gonna be the slack off. Actually already popped on their own accord. Ah, I see. Just from moving my fingers around. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Christ, YouTube man can't even swear. Yeah. Or say things like die or kill. No, you have to say unalive, which isn't even a real word. Or suicide, you can't say that, even though I now said it. But often in videos it gets censored. Thanks for the heads up. Rides are mostly kid friendly but still good. Roller coasters are slow but relaxing. Slow but relaxing roller coasters. Okay. That is weird. Usually roller coasters are supposed to give you a thrill, right? Which is kind of the opposite of a relaxing thing, but maybe I should try that out as well. Maybe that's actually more fun than it sounds like. You got some Gestapo practices going on. Going back to the lobby, I call it. Come on, I want to get that good slack off. It's a very nice shiny, a purple one. Looking at the time now, I don't think I'm gonna be able to challenge the 5th gym leader. I think that's for the next episode. Oh, my mistake, I accidentally muted it. Called them kiddie coasters because 3-year-olds don't want to be thrown into loops at 100 miles per hour. Yeah, you're not legally allowed to do that. Should call that slack off Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. Right, if I get it. I think I'm gonna stream for like 10 minutes. And then I should head to bed. There it is, a slack off, but it's not shiny. Still need to do some stuff tomorrow. Speaking of shoes, a pair of from Ted Baker I was looking at went from £111 down to 30. Oh wow, that's quite a lot of money that you could save. I know you never bought from them, but their summer sale is 80% off. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, Ted Baker, I think they only make clothes for men, right? I am a very high thumb person. I'm a very cis woman. I never wear anything made for men. Not that I think that's a problem. I definitely know a lot of very feminine women who sometimes wear men's jeans or something like that. But I'm very skittish when it comes to that. I actually always buy for the gender that I identify as, which is, it just happens to be the gender that I'm also born with. So yeah, I don't know if their stuff is good. I never had anything from Ted Baker because it's purple. Fighting blood-starved beast while chatting with you. I'm playing Bloodborne. Multitasking is a nice thing, isn't it? And not only women can do it. Might as well get mentioned. Feeling I got college stuff I gotta get done. God, what a pain. Yeah, I'm done with college, but I'm helping my brother with work, and there's a lot of things that need to be changed. And there's a lot of emails to be written, so I'm gonna do that. No, Ted Baker's mostly women's. Oh, okay. At least that's how it is in the UK. I've never come across any store, and I don't think I've ever had any clothes from them. I got college in like a month, but all my classes are really early, so I'll still probably be able to make it to the streams. Well, that's very kind of you, Smokey Mario, but remember, I would prefer if you attended the college classes rather than the streams. Because the college classes, if you miss them, you can get into trouble, and I don't mean the legal kind of trouble, but maybe you'll fall behind on your course. But a stream, you can always rewatch it because it always gets uploaded as a video later on, once it's done. Almost all the Ted Baker stuff I find at work is from women. They have a lot of fuchsia. Ooh, okay, that's now we're talking. Now we're definitely talking. Yeah, always. I mean, I got so much in fuchsia. Been busy with college stuff. Exactly why I haven't been here. I mean, completely understandable. College just takes so much up of your private time. I don't know how people are able to do college and work at the same time. I was never able to do that. I was never capable of handling those two things simultaneously. I don't know how do people do that? What's your secret? Do you have more energy than I have, or is it anything like that? Alright, that felt like it was the correct input. It wasn't. I mean, my classes are early. I can join these streams without missing class. Yeah, but if you ever feel tired and I start streaming, then just saying, the classes they are more important than my streams. Drained me mentally and physically, not gonna lie. Yeah, I imagine college plus work sounds like that would be hell. I mean, I know people who've pulled it off, but there's even people that pull it off that are in the chat, like Kaiser Kamazin. I don't know how he does it. He must have more mental stamina or more, I don't know, more energy. I already start my days pretty drained, so doing that would just be the end. Alright, let's see. Nope. It's sad that some people pretty much have to do both at the same time. Yeah, most people, if not the vast majority of people that do so, are not doing it out of conviction or because they wanted it to be that way. They do it because they have to, which is, yeah, that hurts me, not gonna lie. I feel bad for them. And it shouldn't be this way. Education should not cost you anything. Or at least if you want to become a doctor, you shouldn't be deep in debt afterwards. I wish I had work. It's hard to find nowadays, especially here in Miami. Same in Luxembourg. I am now 1 year, if not more, without a job. Done with university, but still no job. Especially in the IT sector, it's gone... because of AI and the age bracket that I'm in, they assume that I'm gonna have children soon, and then they don't want to give me a job, which is kind of understand where they're coming from, but still, it's really annoying. And also the gap that I have since I didn't get a job right out of university. A lot of people here don't like the gaps. Gringoland. What's with the hawk tour? That's really not... That's like one thing, okay, that's a joke, and I still don't get how that's such a meme. Maybe that's just me. Coding is fun, yes, except for C++ coding. That sometimes can get very frustrating. Or maybe I'm just too much of a Java person. I like my garbage collector too much. If you think that's silly, then that's fair. Alright, I think this is the last reset. And then I'm gonna... Oh no, what am I doing? There we go. Oh boy, that was close. Almost usurped my last reset here. For absolutely no reason whatsoever. And that's a slack off, but unfortunately it's not a shiny one. Alright, so let's kick this one. And then I'm gonna go to a Poké Center, look at all the shinies that I've gotten. And then hopefully I'll be able to stream at least next Tuesday evening. That would be nice. If I'll be able to. Off topic, but I never really cared much about clothes until I started working where I do now. Yeah, sometimes people have their fashion arc where they suddenly care about fashion. Welcome to your fashion arc in your life. Sent you the Ted Baker stuff on WhatsApp. If you get to look at it, let me know. Okay, thank you. Right, so the gym challenge is for another episode. Let's see what kind of shinies we managed to get. Alright, so this is not a shiny. Put you back here. So this one, but via evolution. This is the square shiny Zigzagoon that I accidentally got. Let's mark you as well. This one was last time. We got this one today. And this one. And this one. Only square shinies this time, yeah. Looks like it. Alright, that was it. I still had a lot of time. I had a lot of time, but I also had a lot of fun. And as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream. I'll stream tomorrow, but that's gonna be the Safari Zone thing. And maybe on Sunday I'll stream a bit earlier. If not, maybe not at all. That depends on if I have to go somewhere on Sunday or not. But in any case, I'll let you know. And as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream. Have a good one. Goodbye and good night.